Hello everyone. So today again we will discuss one question which has appeared in CAT 2020. Now the question would be moreover related to simple interest and compound interest, but we'll try to see a different approach to solve the question. Although it's a very simple question, the main motto of today's video is to check the other possible approaches to work on. So it's a question which is based on the concept of simple interest. The question says Viru invested rupees 10,000 at 10% simple annual interest, and exactly after 2 years Joy invested rupees 8,000 at 10% simple annual interest. How many years after Viru's investment will their balances, that is principal plus the accumulated interest, be equal? So here I'll take another approach that would be more related to time, speed and distance. Assuming that this person Viru, right? So Viru invested rupees 10,000. So instead of this, let's assume that he has already traveled for 10,000 kilometers. Right, or else he is there in 10,000. For the time being, let's consider he is there in 10,000 here. Let's say this point is 10,000, and the simple interest is 5%. So now 5% of 10,000 we can easily identify will be how much? Let's consider 10% will be nothing but, so is it 10,000? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct. So 10,000. So now I can say 10% is nothing but 1,000, and 10% is 1,000. So 5% will be nothing but 500 in this case, right? Now another person is there. So I'll say Viru, let's say, is at this point. Another person is there, Joy. Let's say Joy is at this point, who have traveled 8,000, right? So this point, let's consider 8,000 here, and the rate of interest is nothing but 10% of 8,000, or else 800 will be the rate of interest here, right? So according to this, suppose if you take this condition itself, the gap between them is nothing but 2,000. Also, let's assume that the gap between them is 2,000 kilometers, and it's given he invested after 2 years. So in these 2 years, this person Viru would have traveled, according to this, 500 every year. So that means in these years he would have traveled 1,000 more, right? That means the person is at this point. So Viru right now is at this point, and Jai is at this point. The gap between them is nothing but 3,000, right? Now according to this, Viru is traveling 500 units and Joy is traveling 800 units. So relatively the gap is reduced by 300 units here, right? So I can say the relative speed in this case is 300, right? Or the new case is this gap is 3,000. This person covers 500 here, this person covers 800. So relatively every time the gap is reduced by 300 here, and I have to cover 3,000. That means the time required in this case is 3,000 by 300, or else 10 years. So 10 years from which point? From this point, right? And the question is, how many years after Viru's investment will their balances? So after Viru's investment, so this Jai's investment was 10 years here. So Viru's investment was supposed to be nothing but 10 plus 2, or else 12 years, right? My value is supposed to be 12 years. Although we can solve this question very easily with the normal linear equation format, but let's try to learn some different approaches also to solve these kind of questions. Okay, so thanks for joining us. Thank you.